So before I embark on this YouTube journey and trying to sort of get a bit of a further reach for They Whisper Horse Healing, I thought I'd introduce myself. So I am Francesca. These are my three boys. So the reason I'm doing all this is because it's extremely important to me to try to show people, as many people as possible, and reach as many horses as possible, and show that there is a different way to training and educating our horses. You know, there's a softer, gentler, kinder way that prioritizes how they feel about what they're doing, and that prioritizes their welfare, and that promotes a more natural way of living for them, and that more natural way of their husbandry or keeping them. All of my animals are rescues, dog included. So that's kind of what I do. My speciality is kind of taking in rescued or traumatized horses in particular, although the dogs were as well, and then basically rehabilitating them. It takes time, you know, and it takes a lot of patience, and you have to work on their time scale, and there's no sort of ego from my side. But it's important to me to be able to show everyone that there is another way. So my three, Goose at the moment is too young. Raisin was a wild rescue from World Horse Welfare, and he's only a little 13-1 pony off the moors. So he was extremely anxious. I was told he'll never be ridden or anything. He was extremely anxious, seemingly had a lot of stress. You know, I couldn't get a rug on him when he first arrived. I couldn't get him off the property. Everything constantly pushed him over the threshold. Now we're riding. We are bitless and barefoot and saddleless, and he's doing amazing. He's become, as you can see, very calm, very confident. It's taken a solid 18 months of really working with him, you know, every day, and using a lot of positive reinforcement, you know, and prioritizing how he feels, trying to make sure he constantly has a good feeling about stuff, making sure that he can follow my feel as well, and that I can guide him in a way that is being sensitive to him having a good experience constantly. So then we'll move around to Little Dinks. So Little Dinks came to Dinks. So Dinks came to me as a sort of semi-rescue, and he was with the family for about 12 years. He's about 16 years old now. He suffers a lot from laminitis. I'm getting him tested at the moment for EMS and Cushing's, so his health wasn't great when he arrived. We've had a lot of respiratory infections, obviously laminitis. He's been here just over a year now, but we are managing. We've got some little Cavello boots for him, so we're just starting to walk out and do some rehabilitation. He was extremely shut down and stoic, but he is coming out of himself now. He's looking a bit more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, so I always worry more about the shut-down ones because there's no communication there, so it's harder to see what's really going on. We'll head back round Raisin, and then we have the not so little anymore Goose. So he's the baby of the group. He's only just turned 3. He was again a sort of private rescue. It was a sort of a lady that ran a stud farm that found him, and then I got him off of her. They unfortunately couldn't keep him. He came to me as a scraggly, worm-ridden little baby. You know, he had foot rot, he's cryptorchid, so we had all that to go through with sort of developmental issues physically and sort of behaviourally. But he was just this terrified, scrawny little baby, and now he's bold as brass. He's been here a few years now, because I got him as a foal. So that's kind of us in a nutshell, really. So with them, it's all liberty training. Everything's done free, and yeah, I mean, you'll be able to see our journey on the They Whisper Horse Healing Instagram and Facebook if you're interested. And then hopefully you'll enjoy the rest of my videos as they come up. Thank you.